I am so excited to be back because it's been a minute since I've been live, and I will explain why I've been missing in the next live video, because in this one I'm going to keep it straight to the topic, but with my other live video I'm going to talk about why I have not been here, because I've been missing a few days off of my live videos. Yesterday I got signed out of my YouTube account on my Samsung. That's another long story. So I was worried that I wouldn't be able to do any live videos again if I couldn't sign back in. But I'm back. I'm back, guys. I hope everyone is well. I'm so excited to talk to you all as well, and just to share with you all my views on helping people. So can I just apologize in advance for any background noise in my house? Like, my siblings are gaming, people are talking, and people do make a lot of noise. That's just like normal for my house in the daytime. This is why I tend to do live videos at night, because it just makes it so much easier because less people are talking. So right, so can I just like say, guys, like, with this video I'm not saying don't help people. That's not what I'm trying to promote. I think it's good to help people, but there is also some cons to that also, and it can be a problem in some relationships because it can like cause people to pull away from a relationship. If someone is trying to constantly help them, it can be interpreted as controlling or being manipulative. I can never say that word. They can also, if they feel like they haven't got full control of their life, it could be a trigger for them also, and they could feel like you know the answers but I don't. So it can have a negative effect on a relationship. So there is some people out there that don't want help as well. Can we just acknowledge those people? So there's some people that do want to stay in their problems, but they don't actually, they haven't got the equipment, or maybe they're not mentally ready to get out of that situation right now. So helping them may cause them to switch off, to not want to engage in the conversations, because maybe they feel pressured to make that change that you suggested to them. So they may not want to engage in any more future conversations just in case that topic gets brought up. And the reason why I say that, because I tend to do that in conversations. Like, if there was someone that was saying that I'm going to, I don't know, start a new job or start a new course, and then when I meet them, it's embarrassing because I'm thinking, oh my God, they're going to be expecting me to give them the updates in the news. But life doesn't work like that. Like, things happen in mysterious ways and are happening in certain orders. Even if you have an idea, it doesn't mean that you're going to achieve it today or tomorrow or in the next 5 years. It doesn't always work that way. Life gets in the way, and sometimes we learn that we have to prioritize something else instead of that goal, which is normal and it's fine. So let's talk about helping people. So I believe it's good to help people. I do believe that people around us should be working on helping each other, because there are people that do need the help. And also, even if you help someone and you feel like it hasn't paid off or whatsoever, it does pay off in years to come. Like, they do acknowledge that you were trying to help them and they can finally do it on their own. It's almost like if there's a baby, right, and you're trying to help them to walk, but this child refuses to walk. This is impossible, because I do believe that all babies naturally want to like grow and develop, and they want to step into their natural, um what's the word, um they want to naturally do what's required of them, because that's how nature works. So if a child, for example, is rebelling, like refusing to walk, and you're doing everything you can to get this child to walk, you're giving it a toy to encourage it to walk towards you to get the toy, it sits down and refuses. Or if you get it like a walker, the not machine, the toy that they can sit inside and they walk around but supporting their legs, so they're not putting all the weight onto their legs. They're actually sitting and they're using the strength in their legs to move with it, or to just, bounce on the spot or whatever. Or the hanging thing. I don't know the terminology for these things where a child bounces up and down, it strengthens their legs. Just imagine like you use those equipment and they're just not cooperating with those things, and they just choose to just not do anything about it. That's like, yeah, so what I was saying is, like, you do all those things and they refuse to cooperate. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because so much noise out there and it's very distracting. I'm easily distracted, so like if I'm learning something, I always have to like look and see what's happening. I can't continue until I see what's happening. So yeah, so you give that child all the help they need and they won't do it, and then the minute you turn your back or you go into the kitchen and they're in that equipment, they start to walk. Some people like to do things when there's no one around, or that person's no longer there holding them accountable for it. Some people are like that, and that's how some people grow as a person. So everyone's different. It's very interesting. You also get people that do tend to like suffer with low confidence and have low self-esteem issues. So if you are trying to help them, if they believe in their head that they can't be that person or they can't achieve that goal, it goes one ear and out the other, because your thoughts are your actions, and if you believe that you can't do something, your actions will show that you believe that you can't do it. So those are those people. So it's almost like you're putting all your energy and all your drive into this person to get them to move and achieve that goal. And for some reason, days pass, they haven't done it, they haven't even read the homework, done the homework, they haven't read the books. Just say, oh, I haven't done it. And it does feel like a kick in the teeth when that happens, because it's like, that if they put that work in, they would achieve the results. And when you see that they haven't done it, why do I think of uni? Like when the lecturers give the students books to read, like recommendations throughout the lectures, and then you always get the students like stuck with what to do because they haven't, number one, haven't read the books, they haven't done the research, and they were given the resources, but they never took it. They never took it on board, or they never took advantage of the opportunity that was given to them. So you do see situations like that as well, and it is quite frustrating for some people because there's methods on how you can achieve certain things, and when they don't put in the work, it shows, and it's like a kick in the teeth, basically. The noise is distracting me again. So I need to just do live videos at night, but it's just impossible because when it gets to night time, I have no energy whatsoever. I just don't want to do it, and then it gets late and I don't get anything done. So, so helping people. What was I gonna say? Let me think. So you also, I can't remember now. This is such a disaster. Anyway, we're going to just continue. So you can help people in many ways, but there is also mental health as well that plays a part in all of this as well. And I believe that you can help people, but you can't save them. Like, some people can't be saved, and we need to realize that, because you can be helping them like constantly, really like putting all your strength and mind to it, and you won't get anything back. You won't, it's not about getting anything back, you just won't get any response of them, or any drive, or any effort. And it's almost like you're pouring water into a bottle that has holes in it and the water's just coming out. That's what it feels like. So I'm going to tell a story. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I never like to reveal too much about my life. But there were two males on the bus. I was on the bus, right? and I overheard their conversation, and it felt appropriate for me to get involved in this conversation. So they were like two friends, and one friend was asking the other lots of questions, and the Holy Spirit came into me, and it's powerful. The Holy Spirit came into me, right? And I started preaching about the Lord to these two males. And it's so funny when I talk about this, because if it was me as a person, I know that I wouldn't have preached. But because I believe it was the Holy Spirit, that's why I preached. Like, there was a word for those males to hear. And I say males, and really I believe it was one male that needed to hear that message. So one was really taken on board, but the one that I was preaching mostly to, he wasn't taken on board. And I didn't realize it at the time, but once I got off the bus, one of them waved and the one didn't. And that the one that didn't wave was the one I was preaching to. So I believe you can't save everyone. Like, some people are just not going to accept any help. And that guy that was taken on board, I believe that I may have saved him. I may have given them the knowledge that I wish someone gave me when I was so much younger. So in that sense, you can't save some people, but you can save some. So it is good to help people. Also, I wasn't sure about making a video about this particular story. Um, I'm not going to go too much into too much detail, just in case they may watch this video, because I just feel like with YouTube, anyone can stumble across your video. And the worst thing I like to do is to talk about someone on my YouTube channel, and they watch it and they may interpret it in the wrong way, and I would hate for that to happen. But the reason why I'm going to be talking about this story is because I'm going to use it as an example as to what I'm talking about. So I had a dear friend that I used to talk to a lot. We were close, but we weren't very, very, very close, but we were close. Does it make sense? So we were close on a level compared to my relationships with other people. Like, we could talk about a lot of things, and we could share a lot of things. We had quite a lot in common, spiritually, which made it easier to like talk on a spiritual level, if that makes sense. So we were very close in that aspect. And the purpose of our friendship was me to help them. That was my purpose, like my idea of our friendship, to guide them in life, to give them advice, to teach them the knowledge that I knew within myself that helped me on my journey, and I believed it would have helped them on their journey. 10 out of 10. Was I successful in that aspect? I believe 9 out of 10. I believe I gave them a lot of knowledge, but if they reciprocated back to me that if they gave me back the energy that they're learning from it, I would have gave more, if that makes sense. I would have gave more back to them. I do apologize for any background noise. So this is very distracting, talk about these whilst there's noise in my house. I refuse to do this again. I'd rather go outdoors and record. So I believe 9 out of 10, I gave them a lot of help. I believe they could be one of those learners that they manage to do it when I'm no longer around. Or maybe if they're a reflector like me, they may reflect back on it and make those changes in years to come. The reason why I do feel strongly about this story is because it's something that I felt like I failed. I really wanted to be successful in this department, and you realize in life you can't always achieve things the way you think you're going to achieve them. So a lot of noise. They're not aware that I'm recording. Maybe that's why the noise is around us, but I didn't think it would be this bad. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So yeah, I felt like I failed, basically. I didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve, and it all went wrong. So they would engage in conversations with me, but I felt like they were very I felt like they were very cautious about why I was helping them. That was always the question that was presented to me, and I didn't really have the knowledge or answers as to why I wanted to help them, because I believe that I like helping people and I felt like it was a normal thing to do. So I have no idea why they would question it, because I didn't know what questions to ask to draw that information out of them, but they would ask it a lot, and I think that affected a lot of things in our friendship. So I could see like how they could be saved and how they can grow as a person, not entirely like grow, but like aspects of where they could grow. And what I've learned from this friendship, because this friendship is now over, um, which is quite sad. But what I've learned from this friendship is that you can't help everyone and you should not help everyone. You should look out for the signs. Like if someone really doesn't want help, like don't help them. Like leave them alone. Like let them live how they want to live. And if I could do it again, I would ask some direct questions like, do you not want my help? When they would ask, why am I helping them? Like, do you not want my help? What would you want from me? Like, I would ask them more questions, more open-ended questions to get information on how to adapt to that friendship. One thing I've also learned is that you can't force things. If you're being a certain way in a relationship, if they don't want it, stop doing it. Like I've learned that now. Like to just pull away and give them that space and time to let me know what they're wanting from the relationship and how we can improve the friendship a bit further. But yeah, you definitely can't help everyone. It's not you're not required to do so. You can give away a lot of your energy when you are doing that. You can't save everyone. There's some people that just can't be saved. They can only help themselves. So that's very important to know as well. I'm trying to think what I was gonna add to this. But definitely, I think helping people is important. That's what God would expect of you, to help others in need, and you will get that help back as well. Like there will be people that will help you when you need it also, but you can't. Basically, the reason why I say you can't save everyone, because they need to learn the lessons in life and the tools that they need to get them through things. That it can't always be someone holding their hand. They need to do it alone. They need to realize what it feels like to be alone without someone always giving them advice, and then they can navigate through life better and it can make them stronger also. So I'm going to leave this video here. I really wanted to go more into topic, but I just feel like with all the noise and distractions, it's really like making me forget what I want to say. So yeah, it is quite sad when you lose friends in that way, when you are trying to help them. And the same has happened to me also. Like I've been that friend that has been receiving help from others or advice, and um I've not appreciated as much, because that's not what I needed in that time. I didn't need advice in that moment. And I think communication is so important in relationships. People need to work on the communication and work on expressing what they need and don't need from people in that exact moment. So you can say to people that right now I don't need advice, but sorry, later on I will need your help and support. But for now, I just need you to just listen to me, because I just need someone that can hear me out. So I'm going to leave this video here now, guys. The sun is coming out, but it is super cold today. It was hot, like I would say, for about 5 minutes when I went out, and then it went back cold again and it started to rain. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sorry if I rambled on so much, but I hope you can learn something from this. Or if you feel like I've missed anything out, please add it in the comment section below. And I'd love to hear from you all soon. So bye.